Voyia! Oh, after hearing my name, I went to retrieve my order. But as I reached for the coffee, someone else's hand almost ran into mine. Ugh.
Sorry.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He is so cute. Hello and welcome to Intertwine. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and if not, I hope this makes your day a little bit better. I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games, and if you enjoy anything that I play, not just this, but anything I play on my channel, then feel free to subscribe and like and comment your favorite game or whatever, or just comment cookies. I shouldn't say that now. I should say that in the beginning just to test y'all, see if y'all can make it through at least 5 minutes of this, but here we go. Let's start. Welcome to your new phone. Yay. I hate setting up for new phones. It drives me crazy. My name is Alex and I will be assisting you with you setting everything up. In order for me to best assist you, it would be helpful for me to know how to refer to you. Well, of course, my mic is blocking my keyboard, but I'm going to type with one hand like I always do. Voyia. It seems you go by Voyia. If this is correct, you can change it later. Yes, it is. It's correct. Oh, ew. That's an ugly bird. It's not an ugly bird, but it's a weird looking bird. It's a pleasure to meet you, Voyia. What are your pronouns? She, her. My pronouns are she or her. So, it would be correct to say Voyia goes by she, her? Yes. Absolutely. Splendid. I'm almost finished setting everything up for you. The last step will be choosing your avatar. This icon will be used in messaging interfaces. Oh, the sleeping little bunny is cute. Yeah, let's go with the sleeping bunny. Perfect. Let's test out to make sure you're happy with how everything looks. Type a message. The love ice cream. Sorry, the mic is in the way, so if you heard me bump it, it's just because I'm trying to get to the freaking thingy. Are you satisfied with this icon? Yes, absolutely. In that case, everything should be set up. Thank you for your patience, Voyia. Thank you for your patience, because my phone is going crazy over here. Wait, don't take him away. Voyia. Oh my God. You know how guys try to be all cool. I can't see that. His hand was yanked from mine, and from comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by the lonely chill. I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side, but they shoved me away, and I fell to the rough, cold prison floor. No! The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran to the guards again. But as I was too slow, the cell door clanked shut. I pulled on the iron bars, willing them open, but like the guards, they held no response to my cries. With no other choice, I watched my love get dragged away. I can't see the name. He yelled something back, but our growing distance muddled his words. As his silhouette faded into the shadows, a piece of me was stolen with him. Oh God. Sweat clung to my shirt. Air entered my lungs and shirt burst. My chest ached with emptiness. The feeling of loss lingered in my body. I had never experienced a dream so real. Oh my God. I tend to notice that when my dreams feel real, it's simply because they're going to come true at some point. And I've had 3 dreams in my life, and 2 of them have come true. And the other one I'm waiting on to come true because it's a good one. But the first one was a bad one. The second one was a good one. And the third one was a good one. So fingers crossed they come true. As I slowly come to, my breathing steadied and my heart rate slowed. I fell back against my pillow. What was that? I tried to fall asleep, to no avail. Memories of the dream tugged at me until morning. Sorry if my voice sounds like it's going away. It absolutely is. So forgive me. I groaned groggily in the cafe. After last night's dream, The remainder of my sleep had been restless, and I found myself in extra need of morning coffee. Alvarez, the quiet rustles of bed sheets as morning sun filtered through the thin curtains. Raku, the loneliness of shadowy forests in the midst of thundering storms. Are you just going through your thoughts? Like, are you reading a book? Maybe she's reading a book. Van. Uh-oh, what was that? The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutching in mine. Since I was born, I had a condition doctors call synesthesia. Oh my god! You guys are gonna think I'm lying. I have this. But synesthesia is when you have, oh my god, how is it described? Forgive me, please look this up and don't take my word on it at all because I'm going off of memory because I haven't heard it in years. It is when you're having more than one feeling at the exact same time. So smelling colors or feeling colors or tasting music, like kind of like it's weird, but mine's come with music because when I hear music, when I tell you I can feel the music in my bones and in my, or when I hear someone sing, I can feel it in my bones and stuff. And apparently that's a form of synesthesia. I don't know what kind of form they have, but I mean, maybe that's what she was describing when she was saying the names, the names in the back. She was see like Roku, and it said the loneliness of a shadowy forest amidst the thundering storm. Yeah, okay, so she must have some kind of form of it. There are multiple forms, so if you ever think that you have it, please get it tested for it. Or if you do know you have it, please tell me. Where was I at? Oh god, I skipped it back so you guys can see it. Yeah, right here. Usually, people with the condition perceive multiple senses together. Yeah, see? Like seeing colors when they listen to music. Mine's is the seeing colors thing and feeling like, I can't explain it. Like the way I explain it, it sounds weird, but music takes me to a different like universe, into a different era, into a different world, a house, or just something. I don't know what it is. I just can't explain it. Mine seems to be particularly rare form, where I feel names. Some names are soft and gentle, while others are harsh and demanding. When I was younger, it was distracting, but as I've grown older, I've gotten used to the sensation. Voyia! Oh! After hearing my name, I went to retrieve my order. But as I reached for the coffee, someone else's hand almost ran into mine.
Sorry.
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He is so cute. Oh. Ooh. Let me not. No. Oh my god. Look at his tattoos. Oh my god. I love tattoos. No, stop. Voyia, these visual novel guys, I swear to goodness, they're gonna get me. He might be a killer. No, this was my bad. It wasn't looking at where I was going. My drink is just... I tried to grab my order, but our hands kept threatening to collide as it fumbled for our drinks. Sorry, Mine's...
You go first.
Thanks. Now that the threat of either of us running into each other has gone, we easily retrieved our drinks.
How many people does it take to pick up a single coffee?
Normally, I'd say one, but it seems today I stand corrected.
Maybe I'm an exception then.
Oh. Maybe you are being cute.
Have a good day.
You too. I walked towards the cafe exit, but a familiar face popped into my view once again.
Here, I got it.
He held the door open. I murmured thanks and I walked into the morning streets. The bookstore is having a sale today. I should still have time to drop by before work. There were a couple of books I wanted to pick up, and Asher's birthday is coming up. Asher? I hope that's a boy. Well, I mean, I guess there's a Asher can be a girl's name. It could be like a cool nickname. Let's hope that somebody didn't actually name their daughter Asher and just name Ashley at that point. Like, if you're gonna name them anything, just name them Ashley, because You just ruined their whole entire life. Or maybe an art book? Didn't he mention that recently Studio Ghibli movie? That's funny. That he liked? I noticed the man from the cafe walked nearby. Again? He's not following me, is he? As our eyes met, he glanced away, as if unsure, before walking faster. I slowed my own pace, relieved at the growing distance between us. He seemed spooked too. Looks like he's not following me. I guess it was just a coincidence. But as I continued towards the bookstore, I realized it now seems like I was following him. With each turn into the different streets, my footsteps mirrored his, and inevitably, he uncertainly turned into the outright wilderness. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd be a little freaked out too, like thinking that somebody is following me, but then I begin to follow them in a way. That'd be funny. Oh, jeez. With one last turn into a different street, he stopped and waited for me to catch up. Listen. Oh, wait, that was him talking. Listen, I'm not following you. I ended up blurting that out. Hopefully that doesn't make me look more suspicious. So, this isn't... You're not a fan? Fan? Why would I be a fan? Never mind. If you aren't following me, then why haven't I been able to shake you for the past 10 blocks? I'm trying to catch this book sale before work today. And the bookstore on 16th and Central? Yes, there. That's a coincidence. Okay, so it seems like he might be going that way too. Please, sir, I'm not a stalker, I swear. I mean, you're fine enough to be stalked, so don't get me wrong. You are fine enough to be stalked, but I'm not stalking you, I promise. I was heading there too. Oh, I guess that explains why we haven't been able to shake each other. Either that or fate. Both of us seemed to relax at the revelation. Then should we walk together? Instead of one of us trailing behind the other? I don't know. The latter sounds awfully tempting. Didn't get your fix after the past 10 blocks? Well, I've come this far. Might as well commit, right? We laugh and turn as we head to this bookstore together. That is so cute. By the way, got a name I can call you? You didn't happen to pick it up in the coffee shop? Can't say I did. What a shame. Next time, I'll pay better attention to the names they call out. I'm glad you learned your lesson. It's Voyia, by the way. Nice. Name's Van. Van. Interesting. Mysterious. I like it. I like it. Uh-oh, there's that little ping sound again. Hopefully it's not something too bad, I guess. So what are you trying to pick up at the sale? Just a couple of photography books. Usually they're expensive, but this is the one of few occasions when they get it discounted. Photography. Is it a hobby of yours, or do you just like the books? You could say it's a hobby, but I like the books as inspiration for my own works. Wow, works. Sounds like you take your hobby seriously. Just a little. And you? What are you eyeing for the sale? Actually, funny you should ask. I'm in the market for some photography book recommendations. It's for a friend of mine. Another coincidence. Lucky you ran into me then. As we entered the bookstore, the smell of pressed paper and dried ink surrounded us. Come on, I can show you my favorites. Van led us to the photography section and scanned the shelves before expertly picking out a few choice selections. Is this friend of yours into books for pictures or tips? I think pictures? Got it. Let's see. Van sifts through a bunch of the laid out 3 medium-sized books on the table. One shadowed a black and white still of a woman, another a blooming flower field. Sorry if you guys hear the trash truck. And the last one, a looming skyscraper over a busy street. If we're taking pure aesthetics, these are some of the most underrated in my opinion. I peered at the images of blooming wildflowers decorating the vast fields, framed by the towering mountaintops. A simple one-worded title, a geometric text read, Keyframes. This one's perfect. As I flipped through the book, dreamy landscapes depicted majestic mountain ranges, scenery, starry night skies, and bubbling creeks called out to me. Van nodded as he observed me. A lot of people like landscapes. Makes sense. Appreciation for nature. The idea that you can see the picture in real life. All that jazz. Sorry, my boy voice is making my voice go away even more. And there's nothing I can do about it, okay? Yeah, I'd love to visit any of these places. Especially this one. I pointed to the picture of the mountain range, riverside, or flower field. I love flowers. No one can tell me anything about a flower because I freaking adore them. I promise y'all. They are like the best for me. Hope you make it out there one day. Huh. In this lifetime, fat chance. Never say never. I smiled at the thought and continued going through the images. I really like this book. He seems to know what he's talking about. So, have you always been a photography book connoisseur, or did that come after picking up photography? After. When I first got into photography, I just took pictures of whatever I liked. Now, I try to be more thoughtful about how I approach my process. It's not just about what I'm capturing, but how I'm capturing it. And what do you mean how? Anyone can take pictures, but everyone's approach differs. The way they capture is composition, lighting, colors, even their choice of subject. My style may not be the same, but I take inspiration from all types of photos, editorial, landscape, still life. I want to be a photographer so bad. So bad. It is just the most expensive thing to get into, and it's coming out of your pocket, and no one is to ever say that your pictures will be the picture. Does that make sense? You're competing with a lot of people. It's kind of like YouTube. So it's like it's a cool little thing. Maybe I'd take it up as a hobby first and see how I do, and then probably try to move into it as professionally. But it sounds pretty cool. I think I want to be a photographer. I wish I started off trying to be a photographer. I tried to study the elements he had just discussed on the book cover. So the subject of this picture is the flower field? And the composition, Van chuckled before leaning over me. A faint earthy smell of pine followed him. Landscape pictures are unique compared to editorial or still life pictures. Let me show you. He pointed to the woman in the editorial photo as he illustrated his points. Our fingers brushed against each other. Oh goodness. Van jolted back, causing the book to slip from my hands and fall on the floor. Oh, sorry. It's all right. He got really shocked from just a light touch. After returning the book to me, he regained his composure. Van cleared his throat and pointed to the two books. This time, he seemed more careful of any accidental physical contact. I wonder if he can feel that same, bump that we feel. See how in this photo, there's just one woman in a blank background? Yeah. But in the landscape picture, the flower field is the frame against the sky, clouds, and the mountains. Yeah, there's more going on. Exactly. That kind of background wouldn't work with the image of the woman, right? Or it wouldn't have the same effect. Yeah, I kind of get what he's saying, because then, like, the flowers, the background, the puffy clouds and all that could take away from the aesthetic of the woman. If the picture is to focus on the woman, you wouldn't want too much going on in the background. That way, it wouldn't take away from her. So that choice is what they try to study? Right. So, even if you don't take the same type of pictures, analyzing the thought process can still inspire you. Looks like he puts a lot of thought into his art. How long have you been doing this? Photography? I'd say 8 years. But I've been an artist for longer. Oh, what kind of art did you do? I started with drawing, but painting was my main medium until I switched to photography. And you haven't looked back since? I haven't gotten a chance to. Oh, what was that? Shoot! I rushed to the window where the sound of rain pelting the building mixed with rumbling thunder. No! No! I dragged my hand down my face, cursing the fact that I didn't bring an umbrella with me. Everything okay? Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get to work in this rain. If you don't have an umbrella, I have a poncho you can use. I always carry one because of my camera. You want to borrow it? If I wasn't mistaken, it seems like Van is trying to loan me something so he can be like, oh yeah, by the way, let me get that phone number so I can get my poncho back, wink wink. And I'm all for it. As fine as he is, absolutely he can have it back. He can have whatever he wants from me. Oh, Van, I couldn't ask you to do that. You're not asking, I'm offering. I don't mind, I can always buy another one. But what about you? This thunderstorm? I'll wait it out, don't worry. I think you need more than me. Oh, he's so sweet. He's such a gentleman, but he's like that smooth gentleman. Like, see, there's multiple different type of guys, but the ones that always get me are the funny, smooth guys like him. The really overly nice guys like, oh my god, there's a kitty in the rain, let me use my jacket to cover it. Oh my god. And the funny guy, like just the plain old funny guys. I promise you, if you could tell a joke, you're probably gonna be my best friend or be in my pants, one or the other. He pulled out a foldable poncho and handed it to me. Thank you. The sound of the storm grew louder. The rain came down harder by the second. I'm going to be late at this rate. In that case, I really need to get going. Sorry, Van. It was really nice to meet you, though. I turned, upset that I couldn't get the books that I wanted after all. Oh, wait. His hand grabbed my wrist, lingering for a moment before releasing me. Sorry, I don't want to make you late. But is it cool if I give you my number? See? What? Van, you can give me whatever you want. I promise you. You can hand me, just be like, hey, can I hand you my hair tie? I'd be like, yes, absolutely. 100%. Whatever it is. You want to rob a bank with me? Yes. Yes, I do. I would never do that. If somebody asked me to rob a bank and you are my tie, I'd be like, absolutely not. I'm not robbing a bank, but Van can ask me to rob a bank. Van could ask me to punch a cat, and I would punch the cat in the face. I know we just met, but... Oh, sure, here. I handed my phone to Van. He smiled as he quickly entered his number before returning it to me. Testing, testing. LOL. Hear you loud and clear. There we go. Nice. Now I'll actually let you go. Wouldn't want you being late for work. Might be too late for that, but it's alright. Well, say sorry to your boss for me. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Bye, Van. See you later. See you, Voyia. Let me tell you, she's going to appreciate it because I would have secretly snapped a picture, and when she'd been like, why are you late? I'd be like, hear me out, boss lady. Listen, hear me out. Look at this picture. Ain't he fine? Like, I promise you. I'd be like, oh my god, I'd be bragging about him. I'm like, he don't know it yet, but he husband right now. I hurried from the store, a notification from my phone from who I only could assume it was my coworker. I'm coming. As I pulled my phone out, I saw the messages was actually from Van. Oh god, By the way, can I get you the book you were looking at? I couldn't make you do that. LOL, I'm offering. Besides, me rambling about photography is why you didn't have time to buy the books in the first place. It's the least I can do. Do you normally buy books for strangers you just met and give them your poncho? Not normally. So, I'm an exception. You could say that. Fine. I'll take you up on it. Then I can return your poncho too. I rushed to work, arriving a few minutes late, but at least not soaking wet on top of that. And done. I made the last changes needed to the business proposal and logged off for the day. Geez, so much work. I haven't been able to catch a break. As I sorted through my messages, I noticed a missed one from Van. Just brought your book. Let me know when you want to pick it up. Actually, just finished work if you're free tonight. Get to see you again already? Have you had enough of me for one day? I'd say it's the opposite. I have plans tonight though, so I wouldn't be able to treat you to the full-fledged date unless you're willing to wait until late. I'll be at this address if you want to pick it up today. Just let me know. I'll swing by. I have time. Plus, it's Friday, so lucky for you, I have a late curfew. LOL. Definitely seems to be my lucky day. See you soon? See you soon. Oh, well, I guess we have a little date going. I'm excited for this date. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like mad excited. Rows of pictures, highlighted with fluorescent spotlights, hung from the lofty ceiling. My footsteps echoed against the smooth wooden floor as I observed the various collections on display. I slowed to the stall at the set of grayscale images. Oh, they're pretty though. The crowd on the platform insisted on shoving her in different directions. Each touch was uncomfortable but purely accidental, until it wasn't. She looked at the person who bumped into her, and they were already walking away. Do I know you? So I guess the name of the picture was Stranger? This one looks creepy. Oh my god. Tether, okay. She reached for him desperately as he finally collapsed into the floorboards with the weak grunts. The deal is done, he whispered. She sobbed as she rushed to close the distance between them. Huh. There is a circle of life. From birth to death to decay to feeding the living. Listen, the last person that had a circle of life anything with me ended up murdering somebody in front of me. And I think we know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the fatal thing that I played last time. So yeah. You painting pictures like this makes me worried. There is life beyond the rot that provides energy from new growth. Wow. Each image portrays something different, but there is a clear theme woven into each of the pieces, a sense of fate, a chance encounter, an inevitable turn of time, the devastation of destined tragedy. My chest tightened at the collection. Voyia, you made it. I turned to Van, approaching me with an excited grin on his face. Hey, Van. You should have mentioned that you would be at an art exhibit. Some people would say this is the perfect date spot. Here? Well, I guess that's true, but considering that this is my exhibit, it'd probably be a bit pretentious taking my date here. This is yours? These are your pictures? Oh, they're pretty. Your exhibit? Wait, this entire collection is yours? Van let out a bashful laugh as he rubbed the back of his neck. Yeah. And as y'all can hear, I'm losing my voice. What do you think? It's beautiful. You understood how much of a photographer you are. I felt a slight heat on my cheeks remembering our first meeting. I asked him if he did photography as a hobby, and here he is with an entire public exhibit. At my compliment, Van relaxes in relief. His eyes sparkle warmly at me. Glad you like it. Come with me. I have your book. God. I know it says it's a little voice acting in here. I really hope it hurry up and come through if it's not in here or if it was just that little part in the beginning, because it was a little voice acting in the beginning. But if there's more, for love of God, please, because I'm losing my voice trying to sound like Van. Is it okay to give it to me now? Aren't you busy with whatever artists do at their own exhibits? It's fine. It won't take long. He led me to the back door of a gallery, and we entered a small studio room.
Just a second. It's right here.
Oh, thank God. I'm sorry. I'm losing my voice, so I'd rather the voice actor do this part and not me do it, because I sound horrible right now. He emptied his satchel onto the table and a photography book, along with some brushes and erasers, and a medium-sized canvas slid out. On the canvas were two figures reaching for each other. It echoed the collection on display in the exhibit. And yet, something about the specific image tugged at me. What's this? Van's eyes followed my gaze to the painting.
Oh, just the piece I've been working on for a while, actually. Remember how I used to draw and paint?
Uh-huh. Then you got into photography.
Right. Well, I've always had this feeling inside of me. It's the whole reason I got into art. It's hard to describe, but it's like I'm being pulled to something. Or I'm searching for it. I guess you could call it my purpose. I've been trying to capture it all my life. For a while I thought I could, with photography, but it's never been right.
Is that why this looks similar to the photos outside? You're trying to draw the feeling?
Yeah, basically. I thought if I created it myself with my own two hands, it would stop gnawing at me.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I could relate to Van's dilemma. This feeling of needing to create something, but it never coming out quite right. When I tell y'all, Van, you and me are here. This is why you don't need to be talking to this Voyia. You need to be talking to this Voyia. You and me are here. I am trying so hard to create something, and I was unsure on how to create it. And I don't know. I've been kind of stuck in a rut for like months now, so I have left it alone so I don't mess it up. And I don't know. It just feels weird to touch, I suppose. Like, I don't want to touch it because I feel like I'm going to mess up what I've already accomplished. So that's how I feel, at least. But it sounds frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a beautiful piece, though.
Thanks. It's driving me crazy. I feel like I'm so close, but it's still missing something.
Do you mind if I see? He nodded and picked up the canvas. A grayscale painting with two figures seemed to be ripped from each other. It was beautiful, with a haunting sense of loss. My chest ached with an eerie emptiness, a longing. Something about it felt familiar. Something about it reminded me of last night's dream.
I know, it's a more depressing piece.
No, it's not. I mean, I feel like I've lost something when I look at it, but it's not in a negative way. It just felt familiar is all. Sorry for the awkward silence. Probably not the kind of reaction an artist is looking for.
All good. It's similar to the photographs outside, so it makes sense if it looks familiar.
That, but it also reminds me of a dream I had.
Really? What was it about?
Oh, nothing too profound. Just one of those dreams where you're in love with a random stranger. No way I'm going to tell him I actually felt heartbroken over it. He's going to think I'm so dramatic. I do see what you mean, though, about it missing something.
Right? Feels like I've thought about everything, but I just don't know what it needs.
He was right. I could tell that there were so many rich emotions in this piece. Grief, devastation, heartbreak, and yet it needed more. I thought back to last night's dream, How, if I was actually in that position, I would give anything to be reunited with the person ripped from me. How desperately I would cling to hope that we would be together again. I almost wanted to have a happy ending, like they'll still be together. Maybe not now, but one day. I know that goes against the whole point of a current piece, though. Oh my goodness. Van searched through the piles of brushes before pulling out one of thin bristles. With an unbelievable focus, he dipped his brush into paint and leaned towards the painting. He is too cute right here. Come on, man. He can't be that cute. No way you drew him that cute. After a steady breath, he added a pop of color to the canvas with one smooth stroke. He continued adding small details here and there before finally leaning back. I didn't dare utter a word, afraid I'd break his concentration. It's so beautiful. When he finished, a red string connected the two people. It was a small touch, and yet the piece felt more whole. Tragic that they were inextricably tied, but were being separated. And yet endlessly romantic that the string wasn't broken. Perhaps one day they would meet once again.
Like that?
Yeah.
That? That was it. It's so simple, but I can't believe I'd never thought to tie them together. Especially with this feeling that I was being pulled to create this. Thank you. Without you?
I barely did anything. I was just thinking out loud.
Still, you helped me complete it. I've been chasing this idea for years, and after one day with you, I'm starting to think fate sent you to be my muse.
Oh no, not the cheesy artist pickup line.
It's a no-go, huh?
Listen, I like cheesy lines. Like I love the flowers and teddy bears and chocolates and the let me rub her feet and the cheesy pickup lines. That's how you get me. So you can go on with the cheesy "oh you're my muse" thing cuz I think it's cute. Try again.
I'll save myself the embarrassment, but thank you. Honestly, I've been stuck on this piece for literally my entire life. Anyways, I'll stop boring you with my art nonsense. I have to wrap up the exhibit, but it should be over soon. Then the real date begins.
Sounds good. Okay, so he did have something planned after this. I explored the rest of the art exhibit with a greater appreciation now that I knew Van was the artist behind the collections. Oh, this one's nice too. Voyia. Sorry for the wait. It's no problem. I've just been appreciating the pictures. You don't have to lie for my sake. I wasn't. I actually like the art. I never would have been able to enjoy this if it weren't for running into you. I'm glad fate sent me to be your muse. Don't remind me of the corny line. I can't believe I actually said that. Already regretting it? Depends. Did it work? Yes, for me it did. I hate to admit that I liked it. Wow. So, you like that kind of stuff? I'll make sure I keep that in mind. I can't wait to hear all of the artist pickup lines you come up with. Don't know if I'll be able to top the muse one, but I'll try not to disappoint you. Van offers his arm to me. I took it as he led us from the exhibit. So, do you happen to plan anything for our date night amidst all the exhibit chaos? I think you're making the exhibit out to be bigger than it was. But I do have an idea. Tonight there's a meteor shower that I wanted to check out. Want to come? Oh, yes. Let's go. It sounds fun. Van drove us to the mountain overlook where the glimmering stars speckled the midnight blue sky.
Looks like it hasn't started yet. Perfect.
We exit the car. The starry night hung over us. The city spun below us. Even without the shooting stars, it was a scene to behold. And a scene it is. It is amazing. Pretty. The words faded with a yawn.
Are you tired? We can go.
No, it's all right. We just got here. Besides, I wanted to see the stars. I'm just a little tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I had this crazy dream.
Really? Must have been something else to make you lose sleep like that.
I never had anything like it, actually. Flashes of the dream, the cold prison walls, the harsh guards, and the desperation in my voice resurfaced. And with them, the tightening in my chest returned. I just remember I was in some kind of prison cell with someone, and they got taken away from me. After that, the last thing I remember is this really intense heartbreak, like I'd lost a part of myself. It's weird. I don't even know the other person. I can't even remember their name. But for some reason, I don't think I'll ever forget them. The way they made me feel. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a downer. Like I said, it was just a crazy dream. I swear, I'm not usually this dramatic over my dreams.
No, don't worry. That's not it.
He shifted his weight between his feet, as if uncertain.
In fact, it's the opposite. I get it.
You get it? See, he get me? Oh my God, see, we were meant to be married.
I've had a dream like that too.
Really?
Yeah, I don't tell people about it anymore. Stopped trying after the first couple of crazy stares I got. Not sure how many details match, but when I was younger I had a similar dream. Prison cell, got yanked away from someone. Your standard stuff.
Oh, okay. So, not only was it fate that we met, and I was your muse, and all this other stuff, you know, I think, what's it say, good things come in threes? I'm just saying.
I mean, the dream itself was generic enough, but the loss I felt afterwards was so strong. I still remember it to this day. It inspired that piece I showed you. The one you helped me finish today.
The painting.
Yep.
You mentioned that feeling being an inspiration for all your work. Does that mean your exhibit today too?
Got a sharp memory, huh? That's right. The dream is the feeling I've been trying to recreate in all my pieces.
Maybe that's why I connected to so many of your pieces, and why I could help you complete the painting. Aren't you lucky I had the same dream right before stumbling into you today?
I told you, didn't I? Fate sent you to be my muse.
You say that to all your dates?
Have to say, this is a first.
I chuckled and shook my head. Still, to think we had the same dream. What are the chances? Wait, don't take him away. Voyia. I'm gonna assume that's Van at this point. His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by the lonely chill. By the way, got a name I can call you? You didn't happen to pick it up in the coffee shop? Can't say I did. What a shame. Next time I'll pay better attention to the names they call out. I'm glad you learned your lesson. It's Voyia, by the way. Nice. Name's Van. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutched in mine. Do you want to hear another crazy coincidence?
You have more? I'm gonna start thinking you're making them up.
Well, I'll say this one's harder to believe. In my dream, one of the last things I remember was the feeling of someone's hand in my own.
I thought the last thing you remembered was heartbreak.
The last physical thing I remembered.
Got it. What about it?
When we met, I got a similar feeling.
You did? What do you mean?
Well, I have synesthesia. When I hear people's names, I also feel physical sensations. Like the trickle of whispers against my cheek, things like that. Usually, I don't pay much attention to it. But now that I think about it, the feeling I got when you told me your name was just like the one from the dream. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutched in mine. I laughed nervously. Connecting all these dots was starting to make me feel like a conspiracy theorist. It sounds like I'm making it up when I say it out loud, but some coincidence, right?
Coincidence or fate?
You know what? I'm gonna lean more towards fate. Because I do believe that the guy that was in the cell with me now is Van.
You ever experienced that sensation before?
That specific one? Not that I can remember, actually.
Do you want to hear my own crazy coincidence?
Oh boy. No, not you too.
I have a condition like yours.
Oh?
When I touch someone for the first time, I get this feeling like deja vu. You know when you meet someone but they feel so familiar, it's like you knew them in a past life?
Yes.
It's like that. With you, though, it was much more visceral. I felt like I'd found someone I'd been searching for.
So the subject in this picture is the flower field, and the composition, Van chuckled before leaning over me. A faint earthy smell of pine followed him. Landscape pictures are unique compared to the editorial or still life pictures. Let me show you. He pointed to the woman in the editorial photos as he illustrated his points. Our fingers brushed against each other. And then, he heard the pump. And, slip, drop stuff. Oops, sorry, it's alright. He got really shocked from just a light touch. Is this why he reacted like that? Van rubbed the back of his neck and turned towards the outlook. He let out a rueful laugh.
It sounds like another cheesy pickup line, but I swear it's more than that. In fact, I didn't want to tell you. Thought you'd get creeped out. But I can't help but feel like the universe keeps sending me these signs that I was meant to run into you.
I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side. But they shoved me away, and I fell through the rough, cold prison floor. No! The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran to the guards again. But I was too slow, and the cell doors clanged shut. I pulled on the iron bars, willing them open, but, like the guards, they held no response to my cries. Guys, this cold is kicking my butt. With no other choice, I watched my love get dragged away. Van! That was the name. Van. Is he?
Oh, looks like the show started. At 11:11 too. Make the wish of your life.
Van pulled out his camera, shifting his attention to the starry paths being traced in this night sky. I tried to slow my racing heart as I focused on the meteor shower, but I couldn't stop thinking about the dream, about Van. If he's the one from the dream, what does that mean? Is it just chance, or is it something deeper? Coincidence or fate?
Make your wish already?
Oh, not yet.
Well, better hurry before you miss your chance.
I tried to come up with a wish, but my mind kept returning to last night's dream, the desperation to be with the person again. If Van is the one from my dream, I wish that one day I'm able to make it to that flower field from the book earlier today, with Van.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to tell anyone your wish. Otherwise it won't come true.
Oops, pretend you didn't hear it then.
Hear what?
Perfect. What about you? Did you make a wish?
Sure did. It's a secret though. Can't afford to jinx it.
Well, if Voyia is the one from my dream...
I hope the universe always pulls us together.
Do you think I should begin to believe that there is some truth in resurrection? Did we in our previous life woo one another? Or is it just deja vu? Oh my goodness, this was so cute. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Hello? Okay, it just. Wait, will you follow the string into the next life? Wait, huh? Wait, what was that? Wait, what happened?